Mr. and Mrs. Lundy, John Emil Lundy, and Evelyn Cheek Lundy. John, you were born January 18th, 1919, and you crossed over the parallel universe on July the 24th, 2003. That was a good long life. Evelyn Cheek, you were born May 2nd, 1917, and crossed over on October the 15th, 2000. So wow, both of you have really good long lives. I hope you both had good lives, and I hope you did not fear your death, and I hope you are resting in eternal peace as well as enjoying all of the perks of being in heaven. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started here on cleaning your headstone. It doesn't look to be too terribly dirty. Oh, I always forget. I gotta go grab another bottle. That's what we call technical difficulties at the cemetery. So I've been coming here and choosing headstones of veterans for Wreaths Across America, which is on the 18th. I'll be coming up here on this weekend to help lay the little flag markers at each headstone so that people know where to lay the wreaths. It's very organized production. Of course, I'm always thinking about death, and not in tragic ways. I'm thinking of death always in ways that associate with life. Like when we lose somebody that we love, we say things like, oh, I'll never take life for granted again. And hopefully we do learn not to. But just like with humans, animals also die. And being an animal lover like I am, having lots of pets, I've seen my fair share of death. From birds to lizards to turtles to dogs to cats, hamsters. Guinea pigs, kittens, moles, you name it. And the life of an animal is no less than the life of a human. Life is life, no matter which way you look at it. So you can't say, oh, you weren't that sad when your hamster died? Well, you could be if it was our hamster and you thought it was dead and then you thought it was hibernating, and so you buried it, and then you dug it up, and then you buried it again, and then you dug it up again, thinking that maybe it's still alive when it really wasn't. And my whole family was a part of that, so you can't say I'm crazy. Well, you can. We have 5 dogs, 3 cats, 2 rats, a lot of fish, a leopard gecko, and I'm the one who cares for them all, so yeah, I'm going to be very sad when they die. Plus, 3 out of 5 of our dogs has congestive heart failure, so we're probably going to be looking at back-to-back deaths. How are you today?
I saw you here one time.
I remember, yes. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
Cleaning again, huh?
I'm on a mission.
It looks better out here now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my sister must have come out here and put some stuff there. I put some poinsettia there, but
They blew away?
she brought a bunch of decorations.
Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah, no, I've been with Wreaths Across America coming up on the 18th. I've just been for the past several weeks cleaning all of the veterans' headstones in here and trying to get as many clean. I think I've done about, in the past 2 months, probably 75
Yeah.
of veterans' headstones. So, like I said, I'm on a mission. Just, you know, I know how important it is for when family comes to visit that.
Yeah. What did you say was coming? The
Wreaths Across America, which is to honor the veterans.
Yeah.
It's here, as well as many other cemeteries.
Yeah.
On the 18th, Saturday.
Yeah.
If you've never been, it's quite a production. They've got everything here, you know, what do you call it? Military people are all here doing their stuff, and then everybody gets a wreath, and you just go to where there's a flag. They'll be putting up flags and lay the wreath there for them. It's for the holidays.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a nice.
I'll try to get out here. Yeah, I got.
It's at noon on Saturday the 18th.
That's the day I remember my wife died on 18th.
Oh, well, of December.
I remember that day.
Oh, wow.
So, I'll try to get
How
out
many
there.
years ago?
My dad was in World War I. My brother was in World War II. And I got a brother who was in the Army over say it's noon.
Noon on Saturday, yes. Yeah, like I said, I think it's quite a production. It's very moving. Anytime you have the whole military, together and doing their thing. So it'll be nice.
Well, I'll try to get out here and do so. See some that still got flags. I'll try to help you a little bit. Meeting a friend for lunch, and I just lives out here in Slavia. Come to the cemetery for a little bit.
Yeah. Who's this you're visiting up? Somebody right up here?
Do what?
Who are you visiting right up here?
Where's that little Christmas tree?
Okay.
My mom and dad, and then my brother-in-law, and then my nephew, and then my sister buried up front there.
Okay.
And then her husband is in the military. My dad was in World War.
Wow.
And
I've only seen, that's maybe who it was. That's the only one I've seen from World War I
Yeah.
in the cemetery.
I thought I saw one somewhere else, but and I had a picture of him. It was in front of a tent with some of his buddies, and I gave it to a guy in Tampa at Zephyr Hills. They have a memorial over there. It's at Zephyr Hills Airport.
Okay.
And the guy was in the Navy, and I thought, well, I should have took a copy of it, but it's the only picture I had of him in the military.
Sure. No, you didn't want to give it.
I could get it from
no.
him if I would go over
Oh, you mean he has it?
there. Yeah, he
okay.
has it.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted it
Yeah,
for
and he can just take a picture of it.
Yeah,
And,
they have it
yep.
at their memorial.
I think I remember you telling me that before. Yeah. So, well, that was special of you to loan it to them.
Yeah,
because
it might have got thrown away.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if any of my sister-in-law, she's buried over there with my brother. She was in the Navy, and he was a Marine, and they actually got married in Hawaii when they was there.
Wow.
And she was a German, and my dad was, what'd you say, an old cracker, or what you call him. And he wrote my brother a letter and said, don't marry that, I wouldn't marry that German.
Oh, no.
And then his sister turned around and married a German, so it didn't do him any good to tell him not to.
Exactly, right. Sometimes when we're told not to do something, we're gonna do it. So
they was married for like.
That's what I'm trying to deal with
you know?
my daughters right now. I just don't say anything, like,
No.
Because if I say something like, I don't want you dating that boy,
Well, what I do
then they'll get married.
is when we're in the car with my daughters, I tell them I'm gonna put on my gorilla tape and I won't say
Right,
it.
I'm not gonna say anything, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is so hard for someone like me.
But
not say anything?
I usually wind up saying something.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I can't not. My husband tells me all the time, he says, if you would just not say anything, and I'm like, I go, you can't ask me to not do that.
Yeah.
I have to say something. When I believe in something, I'm going to say it. I just wanted to get this soap off before it got dried on there.
That looks good.
Yeah, just a little bit more scrubbing. But yeah, I really do find it so peaceful coming here. I know a lot of people who are like, how can you?
Yeah. I knew a lot of, I was born and raised here, so I know a lot of people out here, And when I bring my weed eater, I will eat weed eater around there and then wipe their tombstone off. And Mr. Estes over here, he was a good man. I cleaned his off, and my friend Johnny Courier and Mr. Courier,
Yep.
they're buried over here. They was in the military.
I think I just cleaned them. Yep.
Yeah. Mr. Courier was
Somebody
in World
around
War
here.
II, I think. Yeah.
I don't remember who it was, but someone just right around here.
Yeah.
They had probably 30 pennies on there. I've never seen that many. I've always seen 1, 2
Yeah.
maybe, but this was like 30 pennies. So of course I moved those to the side, and then after I cleaned, I put them back.
Yeah, Mr. Courier was, the next door neighbor called him that somebody was trying to break in
Oh,
to the house. And he had an old pistol that wouldn't even fire, and took it with him, and it was a black guy trying to break in the house, and he shot Mr. Courier in the neck, and he was paralyzed for the rest of his life. And the funny part about it is the guy's dad, he worked for the company. Well, there was a bunch of farmers together. My dad was in on it, and his dad actually worked for him, and Mr. Courier was paralyzed for the rest of his life. Matter of fact, the field's named after him.
Courier Field?
John Courier Field, football field.
Wow.
It's named after him in honor of Mr. Courier.
But he was breaking in?
He was breaking in the house next door. He actually got in and was holding her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hostage.
And
when was that? What year?
oh gosh, that was in, well, the veterans bought him a handicapped car, so it was a 55 Ford, so it was probably 53, 54. Because me and Johnny, he was born the 15th of February, and I was born the 22nd. He lived about a mile from me. And,
well, the other gentleman couldn't have felt bad for shooting him. I mean, right? To be breaking in.
It's a wonder these old crackers out here didn't hang him.
Right.
If they'd have caught him.
Right.
But I think the FBI got out here and found him before they did.
And they still named a football field after him.
Yeah, Mr. Courier.
But he's a criminal.
No, Mr. Courier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's the one who shot.
He got shot, yeah. Yeah, they named the football field after him.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
This one looks good. I was so happy the other day I saw a flag, which means, veteran, but there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I just started to dig a little bit in the dirt, and there it was. All covered up completely.
Yeah.
Nobody would have ever known.
Right.
You know, I'm just be gone. Except for the fact that there was a flag there.
We got my brother, my nephew and niece, we come and clean his up real good, him and his mom. Yeah, she was German, and she said she remembered coming into Ellis Island when she was 5 years old.
Wow.
And felt real proud, and her brother had a heart problem, and so she volunteered to go in the Navy to take his place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was that dedicated.
Yep.
And she actually taught pilots, in the school. She was taught pilots in the Navy. And she has a niece and nephew. They say they got them, but they never have. She showed them to me. Every guy that she taught, and it was in her class, she had their names and the state they lived in and their age and everything. It's all wrote down. And she had a beautiful handwriting. And I tried to get them to give it to the Navy in Pensacola, for the archives. But they seems to go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to talk them into seeing somebody and get that up there to the Navy.
I think they would appreciate that for sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because she had a beautiful, you could understand everything she wrote down. She was that particular. She should have been, my youngest daughter said she should have been a professor because she was so smart.
Right.
But she didn't.
A lot of times that's what happens in life. When we're so good at something, we don't become it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you go. And,
Yeah, well, it's good to see you again. And yes, Saturday the 18th, so not this Saturday.
right.
Following Saturday at 12. And I find it to be very moving. Just everything, just kind of feel, you know, to me, I'm a young person, and so veterans, I'm like, veterans, what is that? Well, it takes me cleaning headstones to see, well, there was a 19-year-old veteran, there's a 26-year-old veteran, there's a 99-year-old veteran, 101 years, so it's like, it's every age, and
Yeah, say like my oldest brother, him and some of the boys that was in school, they quit school at 16 and went to Mississippi and worked in the shipyard until they could turn 18, where they could go in the military.
Oh, right, yeah, yep.
Yeah, they were 16 years old. They said, "Hey, we're going." And Mom and Dad said, "Well, we can't stop you."
No, nope.
And there was three. I think there was three of them went out there, and they lived together and worked in the shipyards till they got older and enough, and then they went
off. That's admirable.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, I'll.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna find another one here. I'm just looking for the flag. I look for. Not everyone has a flag, but if you're a veteran, you definitely have these stickers.
Yeah.
So I just look for those stickers and move right along.
Yeah, my brother, he's buried down there, but we keep his pretty clean. He's down all the way on the last road down there.
Okay.
His last name is Malcolm. Yeah, Keith Malcolm.
Okay.
They keep it pretty clean. So
That's
you have a good day.
Well, thank you. You too. I'm so glad you stopped by. And
yeah, I might come.
I hope to see you on Saturday at noon, next Saturday.
Okay.
At noon, and yeah, cars will be lined up everywhere on the street. I mean, there's a lot of people come.
Probably get here early.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, you too.
Thank you. Good chatting with you. It's always nice to have somebody come up to me at the cemetery and strike up a conversation. It's not a common occurrence, that's for sure. But this gentleman remembered me from meeting him a while ago. So that means a lot to me. Mr. and Mrs. Lundy, thank you for your lives. I hope you continue to rest in beautiful peace.